Welcome back. We've got comfortable at the kitchen because Aisling Larkin is promising us a cheesy Italian dish. So will you remind us what you're making? Because you've just about got everything there.
I like to come prepared. We're doing panzanella. So panzanella is an Italian summer salad, right?
Okay.
Panna meaning bread, zanella meaning it was done in a big bowl. So I don't like to let go of summer too easy. Nice weather, I'm hanging on to it. So what I'm doing is I'm converting the concept of a salad into a really simple tray bake. Okay. Gorgeous for a quick Sunday roast, midweek dinner. Everything is done in one pan.
We like the sound of that.
Washing up. That's my favourite. So you're starting with your Mediterranean veg, okay? So you're thinking your Italian veg. I have an aubergine here, or eggplant.
Oh, yeah.
You can leave the skin on, right? You don't have to peel the skin off. So I've left the skin on. If you did and worried about the skin being a bit
look as if you were taking it off and then you changed your mind.
It's called zebra peeling. I was zebra peeling it.
So you deliberately did that.
So if you wanted just to take some of it off, because sometimes people find it a bit tough, but I actually like the way it kind of caramelizes on the outside, but I zebra peel it, which means I kind of take half off and I leave half on. So if I'm peeling veg, even for kids and stuff like that, it's a great way. Okay. Carrots, potatoes, like your apples. So you know if they say, I don't like the skin on, zebra peel it. And half peel, and then you've got half the skin on. So it's a good kind of middle ground.
And is the advantage because there's so much fibre right under the skin?
Yeah, right under the skin. All the nutrients are right under the skin and the fibre is in the skin. So it's a really, really good way of doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Now leave your aubergine nice and big as well because you want it to caramelise. Traditionally with aubergine, it was you had to salt it. To take the bitterness out of it. Most of the varieties we get now, the bitterness has kind of been bred out of them, so they're actually fine. Something like a moussaka, which is that lasagna with the aubergine sauce, that I would salt my aubergines before I use them. Something like this, not at all. Big, beautiful red onions going in there. I have some peppers, I have some tomatoes that I've already chopped up. And again, whatever's left in the greenhouse, whatever you've got, cherry tomatoes, your big beef tomatoes, any of them. And look, like, you see how rustically I am chopping?
You're leaving the seeds and everything, and even with the onion you kind of left on the part of the skin I would leave.
Skin protects it, so as it cooks, right? So the only thing I will take out is that centre one. The rest of them are absolutely fine. The skin protects it, so when you take it out of the oven, you just peel off the little bit of skin, but you're left with, it kind of keeps the onion lovely and soft without totally burning on the outside. Some lovely little beets. Gorgeous colours. So think of all those like really lovely autumnal colours.
The stems on.
Oh yeah, it just looks beautiful.
Yeah.
That's purely presentation. It just looks so, I mean, look at those. Aren't they just so lovely?
Very pretty.
Really, really nice. Garlic. I know I've shown you these guys before. So these are the whole cloves of garlic. Splitting them down the middle. What you can do is wrap them in a little bit of tin foil, slow roast them because this is going in the oven for about an hour, and then squeeze out all the juicy garlic puree into the sauce, which is really, really lovely as well. Leave them whole, pop them in, they cook really, really nicely. Into that, I have artichoke. Artichoke you can buy in a jar. Yeah. Deli counter, all the supermarkets do it. This is a whole one.
Right.
Bit tricky
looks like a bouquet.
Yeah, it does. It's beautiful. They're stunning. I actually have them as like decorations in my house. They're really lovely. But on a busy Tuesday, I'm not going to be.
No.
Tinned, right, or jarred.
Why don't we use artichoke more?
I think
it's just not featured that much. It's just a difficult...
It's a difficult one to prepare.
Yeah.
And it takes time. Whereas when you buy those in the olive oil, in the deli counter, or like that in your supermarket, they're really, really lovely. I'm going to hit this up with some lovely woody herbs. So we are hitting those winter herbs. A little bit of rosemary, a little bit of thyme. Into that, I'm going to drop a stock pot or a stock cube. Okay, so that's, you're going to get your kind of depth of savoury flavour in there. Pop that in.
Or just pulling it apart,
Yeah, so what happens, we're going to put a little bit of oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, over that. And that goes in the oven to roast. So you're going to put that in for 25 minutes first. Then you're going to take it out and pop your chicken on top.
Okay.
So give your veggies a good head start because they are root vegetables. They do take a little bit longer, okay?
I'm sorry, what flavour stock pot would you use, veggie or chicken?
Chicken or veg,
chicken.
either, but seeing as there's chicken going in. But if you wanted to do this as a vegetarian dish,
go veggie.
Absolutely just put in your veggie ones. So we're going to butterfly our chicken, or we're going to cut a little pocket in the centre and we're going to stuff it. Now, you've got so many options here, okay? I'm going to put pesto, and you could use mozzarella cheese, or what I'm using tonight is our boursin, which is this French soft cheese with garlic and herbs in it. So it's a combination of like a soft cheese, like a soft cream cheese, but it has so much flavour. Something like a mozzarella would be beautiful, something like a brie, taleggio, an Italian cheese, something really, really lovely. So just pesto in, dollop in your pesto, get your cream cheese, pop it in. There's no faffing about with cocktail sticks or sticking it or like it's grand.
You're not going to wrap it or anything, are you?
There's no need to panic about it. I'm just going to roll it over and that's it.
Oh, great.
So you don't have to worry about, sometimes I always try and find like what prevents people from making a dish, what stops them, what's the barrier. And like, look, you know, if I tell you now take out a cocktail stick or tell you to take out twine and string it up, you're like, oh, it's too much hard work.
Too much faffing.
That's not hard work.
Nope, looks great.
Put it in, that's it. So then you bake that in the oven. So that goes in then for a further 25 minutes. And then comes the bread part. So stale, old, crusty bread. So when the chicken goes in, the crusty bread goes in.
At the same time?
At the same time, yeah.
Okay, so this
So when
is
the chicken goes in, the bread goes in?
Chicken and the bread, yeah.
Okay,
So veggies,
gotcha.
first 25 minutes, get those in, get them softening, pop the chicken on in, because the chicken actually takes less time than you think. Sometimes people think chicken fillets take forever, like they don't. They're done in 25 minutes. Tear up your bread, something nice sourdough, ciabatta, whatever you've got left over.
Okay.
Sustainability. Stop, like we need to stop wasting food.
Okay, and that's not going to frazzle in a high heat, the bread?
No. Oh no, but it goes crispy. So what happens, I'll show you when I take it out of the oven, it goes beautiful and crispy, but then as you spoon it up, it absorbs all those juices of the veggies and the stock and the gravy on the end, and it's stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Okay.
I'm going to take this one
90
out.
seconds.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. Oh.
You see this?
Look at this. It's just gorgeous. And you see the way the bread is really crispy?
Yeah.
On top, but when you spoon it all up, it's really, really nice. A couple of olives in there. And I have these really lovely little sweet red peppers as well. And again, it's one of those things, if you don't like olives, leave out the olives. If you don't like aubergine, swap it for sweet potato. You know, beautiful.
Sweet potato
with
now.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I'd put that in just as well.
I know. Or like serve this up with, like there is bread, so you do have your carb, but if you did want a little bit of extra, like gratin potatoes would be really, really lovely with this. So my best advice would be, I have another great little tip for you, spinach. Don't cook the spinach in it. So as soon as it comes out of the oven, take your spinach, and pop it under here, and it wilts under the heat of the veggies.
Because it only needs a couple of minutes anyway.
That's it. And you get your spinach in. Like, isn't the colour gorgeous?
The colour is fantastic.
And the flavour is the next day from something like this.
I'm eyeing up your basil. Are you going to add basil as well?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because the basil pesto is on the inside, little touch of basil, and I have the recipe for my simple basil pesto. I call it my skinny pesto. It has less than half the fat of anything you will buy in the supermarket, and it has so much flavour, and it's so easy. You don't need a whole lot of oil like we think. And there you have your really quick midweek meal.
15 seconds to taste it, Martin. Quick!
Quick little drizzle of balsamic over the top as well.
Oh, look at that. It's
and
so
you've got
pretty.
everything. So you've got the acid, you've got the salty, you've got the sweet, you've got the creamy. It really is absolutely delicious. Let me plate you up some, guys, as well.
While you're plating up,
yes.
Joanne, text in. I cannot wait for Hermitage Green tour to start. I hope to attend at least 2 dates. The lads are the best, and so lovely too. Wishing them the best of luck. And Jerry in Kerry says, I absolutely love Emily's first book. I can't wait to get stuck into her second one. Yeah, it's on.
That's all from us for tonight. Big thank you to our guests and thank you to Aisling.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow when we'll be joined by Fair City actor George McMahon. We'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
Have a nice evening.